coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're going to be there. Playing in front of them in an NBA uniform for the first time is going to be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's going to be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
At the shooting guard position, standing 6'8", number 44, Bojan Bogdanovic. Starting at power forward, standing 6'8", number 30, Thaddeus Young. Starting at the other guard, at 6'3", number 2, Jarrett Jack. The other forward position, 6 feet 7 inches, number 7, Joe Johnson. A 7-foot center from Stanford, number 11, Brook Lopez. The head coach of your home team is Ryan Mullins. Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Last game for the Pacers, a loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And they took that loss to just 1 point. The Nets. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Thaddeus Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Johnson. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Allen. Hill comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Freak subbed in for George Hill. On the court right now for the Pacers. Black in at point guard. Mahinmi is out there with Hill. Then there's Hill. And it's Stuckey in at the shooting guard position.
And Rodney Stuckey, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington, played a big role for the Pacers a season ago.
Here's the teardrop. And he sinks the layup. Stuckey's got his first basket.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
1:33 left in the first. Feeds to Bargnani. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Sloan. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter of the game. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
A moment here to check out the numbers for Sloan. How last month turned out for him. He's been putting up about 4 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every train needs a conductor, man. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and it's blocked by Black. Robinson against Stuckey. Hill, no good.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Here's Sloan, guarded by Black. Here's Bogdanovic. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And they're moving it up. Here's Hollis.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Here's Sloan. That three off the mark. Black can't get it to go. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say. Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping young players? There's a new group in for the Nets. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Thaddeus Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Joe Johnson. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Donald Sloan out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Thomas Robinson. Then it's Bargnani. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Stuckey drives inside. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
And so Stuckey nails both of them. 1:52 left in the second quarter. To the right side. Here's Hollis Jefferson. There's a screen by Robinson. Five to shoot. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Pacers leading by 16. Black kicks to Stuckey. Indiana moving it around. And Bargnani sends it back. 1:11 left here in the second. Sloan dishes to Bargnani. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
Black the pass to Hill. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Nets trail by 16. Here's Sloan. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Off the pick. Puts it up from 12. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 6 points in the game for Stuckey.
Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
Pick by Bargnani. Pass to Bogdanovich. Robinson a screen on Stuckey. And Bogdanovich kicks to Robinson. And he gets it to go.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this. Good. Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Here's Sloan. A dominating first half of basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here. There's a new group in for the Nets. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Johnson. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Hill. Hill comes in for Allen. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Hill. On the court for Indiana, Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Hill is out there with Mahinmi. And it's Black in at the 1 spot. There's the pick. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Sloan. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
1:11 left in the third quarter. Young outside. He feeds it to Bargnani. Rejected by Black. On the wing, George, defended by Young. Here's Black, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Stuckey, his last 10 games, putting up about 10 points a night, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Indiana.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
And for Robinson, the trades weigh on him as well. Clarkey said last season that he just wants to prove that he belongs here.
Well, you know, he's yet to find the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that. Looked great for Philadelphia near the end of the year as he got minutes with them.
And he's good on the second.
Boy, they came out of the locker room. At halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game. The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and they call an illegal screen here.
And the idea of setting a screen on that play was right, but just poor execution.
Yeah, it just can't be a hard screen at all costs. There is a legality to how you set a screen, so you've got to be inside of both lines, legal and hard.
Here's Black. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The 3.
All right, now, I want everyone here at the
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Indiana's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Hollis Jefferson is out there with McCullough. Then it's Brooke Lopez. Then there's Shane Larkin. And it's Karasov in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Here's McCullough, defended by Allen. Larkin kicks to Karasov. There's a screen. Launches a 3, and he gets it to go.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Larkin. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Kicks to Karasov. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Connects in the... Foul line jumper.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And here's Indiana. And Young kicks to Black. Back to Young. Allen outside.
And the Executive of the Year award is an odd one. I mean, given yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Larkin. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Young, here we go. Black. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Here's Larkin, defended by Young. A floater. Larkin can't get it to go. And for the Pacers, they're shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. And here is Turner. Tipped away. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's the screen. Here's Larkin. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space. To get that one off.
And Young kicks to Allen. He dishes it to Black. Back to Allen. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Brown, he's checked in for Carson. Here for Brooklyn, Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for McCullough. Johnson comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Markel Brown. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Larkin. The Pacers also with a sub. Black's checked in. On up the court. Here's Bogdanovich. Second shot opportunity. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident. And look, Joe Johnson last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the playoffs, especially when Brook Lopez returned healthy and the two could play off of one another.
And here's Brooklyn. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Lopez a screen. Young sets a screen for Johnson. And Brook Lopez the bucket on the assist by Johnson. And that's now .6 points for Brook Lopez. Talking about Joe Johnson, I'm not going to lie. Last year wasn't one of his best statistically, Clark. His shooting accuracy was on the low end. His turnover number numbers were high. It wasn't very pretty.
But for Joe, Kevin, I don't think it was about the numbers last year. It was about wanting to compete and to win. And he's developed a champion's will over the years. And I would like to see him finally achieve his goal of maybe winning the championship. I think he deserves it. He's been consistent. He's been solid. And now you see some maturation with him as well.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Indiana.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
But, Greg, still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for George. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And both free throws good from Freak. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Bargnani a screen on Hill. Outside Jack. He kicks it to Bargnani from past the arc. Can't get it to go. Black. No good. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, Paul George standing.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo of the game.
Well, Paul George showing us again tonight why he is one of the premier wing players in the NBA. We know.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
As I was saying, got a real big problem. All this kitty stuff. Your evil twins, CC and Dom, got you doing Vet, what was that word he was using?
Rebrand?
No. Recalibrate. All this stuff they got you doing to recalibrate your images cost you in the hood, fam. Yo, the streets.
Some people say you're just a hanger-on, that you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Yo, because people just don't.
you know.